Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching another episode of my Let's Play for The Sims 4 Cottage Living. Yeah, welcome back and welcome to the new home of the Mosleys. As I mentioned in the last episode, in the previous episode, episode number 4, the lot the Mosleys lived on was a bit too small for the plans I had for them. I really wanted an animal shed, and that didn't fit in their previous garden. So I showed you the lot I wanted them to move to, which is this one. Let me check the number 2 Old Mill Lane, or and yeah, I did it. I made the decision to move them. They moved here. It was a bit of a struggle because this lot was a lot more expensive because of the size. So I couldn't really take all the furniture they had with them, and I kind of had to start over in a kind of way. So for the first few episodes, I didn't film because I was mostly just trying to get back to where we were. Um, but right now we are, and I think I'm gonna show you their new home to start off with. Let me size it up. It's very similar to their old home. I took a lot of inspiration from the previous build they lived in. Although I did build this one myself, I had a little play with the new build and buy furniture from The Sims for Cottage Living, and I think it turned out pretty good. I think it fits the aesthetic of the world. It's a very cute, nice, kind of small home, but I think it will fit the purpose for now. And yeah, we can expand on this very easily, I think. So let me show you around. First of all, this is the front view. I decided to place down a fence, a stone wall, to really kind of emphasize all the land they own. When you're in live mode, you can't really tell. So this makes it a little bit more, I don't know, it looks a bit more grand or something, like they inherited this lot and it's always been this way. I really like the look of it. And I'm gonna show you the inside. So the inside is kind of empty at the moment, but as you can see, we do have about 1,200, almost 1,300 simoleons. So I think I'm gonna have a little play with you in build mode to see what we can buy for the home. But yeah, if you get through the front door, you have a small entryway, a hall with a picture of Florian and Josephine. I think this is really cute. It's the first picture. I think I'm gonna make a second one very soon, but I have to purchase a camera for them first. And you have 3 doors, one to the bathroom, which is mm, more of the same of what we had. I used the same wallpaper and the same tiles. Yeah, it's not that interesting, to be honest. I did take it from the previous home, so I didn't have to pay full price for new appliances again. And on the right side of the mansion, the house, we have their bedroom. It's still the same bed. I did use another swatch because I really like the yellow in the setting, so I changed that up a bit, but I did use the same wallpaper here as well and the same flooring. It's kind of empty, but it does what it has to do. They can sleep here. And if you saw the previous episode, you know Josephine is pregnant right now. I'm very excited to meet that child. She's 2 days away from her third trimester. I did cheat a little bit because I didn't want her to deliver before we started a new episode. So I changed her pregnancy phase again because she was actually almost done. But yeah, she's in her second trimester now, almost in her third in 2 days. So it's the early stages of her second trimester. And I think I'm gonna make a separate nursery, but I might wait a little longer for that once we have some extra money. And maybe first try to, you know, finish up the kitchen, maybe add a little living space. I think that would be nice since we have quite a few things done. The other space in the room in the in-house right now is their kitchen. It's more of the same of what we already had. I just had to delete a few pieces because we simply didn't have the money. I also deleted most of the counters. I already purchased one back, but we had used when we just moved in, we just had the sink, the fridge, the stove and one counter. I now already added the second one, and I'm gonna add a third one and perhaps some upper cabinets once we enter build mode. We just had Thanksgiving, which is why we have a little bit of money because we um, gave some gifts to the gnomes that show up when we have, I think it's called Harvest Fest in The Sims, but it's basically Thanksgiving. And because they were pleased with our gifts, we got some seasonal plants packages, and you can sell these for 100 each, which I'm gonna do with these three too. I didn't notice them before, so that means we get another 300 simoleons, which is great because that's why we made so much money already. It's really nice. Yeah, I also really like what I did with the outside because it's fall right now. The flowers are not in bloom, but this looks really pretty once it's in summer. And this is the garden right now. I have about 6 patches for our oversized crops, and I put a little fence around it, and we still have the chicken coop. And let me show you, we have about 6 chickens right now. I sold one of the roosters, but our little chick aged up to another rooster, so we still have 2, and we have one more baby chick in the coop, and she's going to be a hen. It's a female chick, and we also have a hatchable egg laying around, which is going to hatch in about 6 hours. So that means we'll have 7 chickens, and they can, well, very easily roam around the land. And it's actually going quite well. We do have some foxes occasionally because we have the same lot traits and the same lot challenges as the previous lot had. In case you haven't watched my previous videos, these are the lot traits we have. We have homey for the gardening and cooking and handiness skill, which are very useful when starting a new legacy with not that much money. And we also have the great soil lot trait for the gardening. And the lot challenges are simple living, so we can only cook with the ingredients we have. And the wild foxes lot challenge, which is a bit of a challenge, but I kind of like it. We actually are trying to befriend one of the foxes, and gonna see if that has any benefits for us. But I will also try to befriend some bunnies and perhaps some wild birds, and I think there are frogs too in this game, so they can help us with the gardening, but I haven't come around to that yet, and I think that's something more appropriate for the springtime. And we're actually about to move into winter in about 1 day, as you can tell. But yeah, that's the garden area, and we have our lettuce, our pumpkin, our... Ooh, this should go away right now. Yeah. Mushrooms and some other bits. I think we have 2 pumpkins. Yeah, enough produce to keep us going. I'm not sure how this will go in winter. This has, for now, given us produce during summer and during fall or autumn. I'm not sure if these will stay active in winter. So if they won't, we might have a little problem because it's our main source of income right now. But we also got our first animal shed, and it's currently occupied by one animal, and that's Clara the cow. I named her Clara. I'm not sure on the name yet. I might change that in a bit. But Clara is a brown cow, and she's currently inside, and she's sleeping. So I'm not going to wake her up. I'll show you later on in the episode. But yeah, that's been fun. I have to admit, dislike the animal shed a little more, or let me not use that word. I don't mean dislike. I prefer the chicken coop to the animal shed because the chicken coop feels more realistic, and the chickens actually roam around the entire lot. They don't feel tied to their coop, even though they are. Whilst the cow and probably the llama, I haven't tried that one yet, really do feel tied to the animal shed. They feel more like objects, in my opinion. So I think I will only stick with one animal shed and one large animal during my Let's Play series. But I might change it up for a llama. I might add another one if I feel like it. But for now, I much prefer the chickens. I like them a lot more. And to finish it up, I'll show you the behind or back side of the house. Pretty similar to the front, if not identical. I'm planning on getting a little patio here and some chairs so they can, you know, have their fresh cooked, home cooked meals outside with their kid once Josephine delivers. But yeah, that's all for the future. I don't think the priority should be there right now. Also because it's currently fall and it will be winter for another 7 days, so they can't really use it anyway. So I am gonna start off with placing down, just changing the lighting while building. I'm gonna start off with selling these packets, which gives us a little. Ooh, that was not what I supposed to do. What I was supposed to do, to give us a little bit more money. And now I'm gonna finish off the kitchen. I always feel like curtains add so much to a house, and I had them up in the previous home already, but I had no money this time around, so I'm gonna place these down again. I really like them. And I'm gonna place these down here too. But I'm gonna make them blue in this room. Yeah, I think that's really cute. And I'm a bit torn what I'm gonna do with this area because I think these wallpapers don't match that well. So I feel like I'm gonna move this window to here. So I can extend this wallpaper, maybe divide it with a column or something. I don't know, something like this might be nice. Adds a bit of a touch to the home as well if I use this. I think this is it for now. I think I'm gonna do it like this, and I think it's the same color as the window, so I think it kind of goes. I might change it up later on, but for now I like it like this. I'm also gonna add one of the upper cabinets, and I have to say these are done so well. Once again, you have so many options for these cabinets. I'm gonna show you a few. They have ones with little curtains in them. They have really long ones, which are also very cute if you have a larger kitchen, which is not the case for us right now. They have the regular ones. They have these ones. It's one of the more well thought of kitchens with more details. I really like it. I think I'm going to use this a lot, even in my non-cottage builds. I think the swatches are appropriate for that too. So for now, I'm going to use this one because it kind of ties in nicely. I'm not sure actually if I like this. I think it's a little big. Let me see if they have a smaller one. Perhaps this. No, that's something different too. I'm not sure if I'm actually gonna think this might be better. I sized it down a little bit so it's not that massive. I think that kind of does the trick. Makes it look a bit more natural. And I think I'm gonna extend, no, I'm not gonna extend the kitchen to there. I'm gonna keep it like that. Yeah, I think I'm keeping it like this. It's not the prettiest kitchen yet, but don't want to spend all the money we have on kitchen appliances right now. But I am gonna have that little, this, I just love this so much, so I'm gonna add that too. They barely use the space anyway, so. And I think I'm gonna go for a dark blue or a yellow swatch. I think the yellow fits best, so I'm gonna go with yellow. Then I'm also gonna put down a rug. And I usually like to make them a little, well, not completely straight aligned with like the walls, because I think it looks more natural this way. I think this looks really cute. I might have to extend this room, or I might size the rug down for now. I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I think the rug is better fits in the room sized down. And I'm gonna add the couch too, because we actually already purchased it. But now we have a place to eat. I think that is cute. And I think I'm gonna go with that same color we picked previously, although I'm not sure if it actually goes with our... Hmm, does it go with the rest of the room, or should I change it to yellow or something? I think this might actually be a nicer color. Well, that's something we can change up if we don't like it. I do feel like it kind of fits, should be fine. And eventually I'd like to add like a fireplace here because I'm not the biggest fan of TVs. I think there are much nicer ways for our Sims. Entertainment needs to be fulfilled, so I'm probably not gonna buy a TV anyway. Perhaps once her kid ages up to like a teenager and he wants to play games, that might be something um, I'm willing to do, but for now, I don't think it's necessary. So we have about 200 simoleons left, which I think is a nice spare amount for our Sims to purchase ingredients and perhaps some other things. So I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna save. Another thing I'd like to tell you is that once we have a little bit more money, I'm planning on building a greenhouse on this side of the house, and I might make it connected since these homes don't have any what's it called? I have to check. I'm not sure actually. Well, they're not elevated at least. So because the homes have no foundation, because they have no foundation, it's easier to connect a full glass room to it. So I think I'm gonna do that too because I think it looks really nice and we can have plants during the winter as well, grow plants during the winter as well. But that might be something for the next episode. It's not something we have the money for right now and not something I want to do right now because I do want to do it. I do want to do it well executed, and it does have to look pretty because I've spent quite a bit of time making this house look nice for the money we have. I think it looks really cute. It's the basic aesthetic of this game, of this expansion pack, but I think I did well. Okay, I think it's time to jump into live mode again, and it's in the middle of the night still, so I'm gonna skip ahead for a few hours till one of them wakes up. I think it's gonna be... Oh, they woke up at the same time. Ooh, bushy-tailed teeth. This is because of the wild fox a lot challenge, but if fox is stalking around your home, hide your hands, hide your eggs. So there is a fox roaming around, and this is one we haven't seen before. This is the first time I've actually seen a red fox. So I'm gonna have Florian. The first thing he has to do when he wakes up, the poor thing, it's probably like, oh my god, give me a cup of coffee first. But he's gonna shoo Mystic away before she can steal one of our chickens. And if you're at it on time, if you shoo her away on time, she will just leave the lot. So that's quite easy. And she's gone. So that's great. I'm gonna see if there's still some food left for Florian. I think I'm gonna have Josephine cook something. Oh, Florian has gotten into fishing recently because in near their new place, I'm gonna show you. Let me see. I have to figure out the way still. Here's if you go to this pond nearby, it's actually a fishing spot. And since we have the simple living lot um, challenge, we either have to buy fish or catch fish ourselves. And the most inexpensive way is to catch it ourselves. So we actually caught 3 fish yesterday, which Josephine can use to make some recipes tonight. So that's really nice. And when she's... Oh, also I figured out these mootlets. I wasn't sure if they were new or I haven't seen them. I hadn't seen them before, but they are from the MC Command Center mod. I apparently turned on the pregnancy random moods or something like that. It's a functionality, and she sometimes gets an angry mood or a sad mood or an embarrassed mood. I don't particularly like them, but I can turn them off right now because I have no computer on the lot. I think they could be really fun, but I don't really like the I feel so fat mod. I don't think that's necessary, especially because Josephine is really liking the way she looks and she's looking forward to motherhood, so she would never feel that way. But in case you were wondering, and that's what it is. Ooh, Florian is gonna have some pumpkin. Is this the pumpkin scones? I think it is. Yeah, the pumpkin scones, but they are not lactose free, so he's gonna feel a little sick, I think. Yeah, he has the dairy happiness. The feeling of giving into dairy muses is pretty great. Yeah, you're smiling now, honey, but you're gonna be gassy very soon. It only took about 2 seconds. It wasn't worth it. I don't like that I pick some of these meals autonomously. I think it could be useful if they didn't because well the moodlets don't last that long, so it's not that big of a deal. But I'm gonna have Josephine serve up some breakfast for tomorrow. I actually had to throw away quite a bit of spoiled food, so I'm not gonna cook as much anymore because I feel like I feel like it's not necessary. Yorkshire pudding. No, I'm not gonna make that. I'm gonna make eggs on toast, I think. I'm gonna make something with eggs, but I have to catch some eggs first. Collect some eggs first, but that's possible too. Because it's a new day. It's been 6 a.m. So there are 9 eggs ready to be collected. That's amazing. And we have 4 hatchable eggs. I'm not sure if I can sell those because we have room for only 1 more hatchable egg. I'll start by feeding them. Josephine is feeding the chickens. Because we have so many right now, I'm doing this twice. And they also need some attention. So once they're finished eating, I'm gonna give them some attention. But also, look who woke up. It's Clara. We're gonna feed Clara and we're gonna pet her. But this is one of the new gameplay features from Cottage Living. You've probably seen it already, just not on my videos yet. But this is Clara, this is the cow. And Josephine can milk her, she can socialize with her, she can feed her. We can even dress her, but I haven't tried that yet. Oh, it's really cute, I love it. I think I'm gonna try to take a screenshot. Like this. I think the light could be better, but it might be fun to do that later. Florian, on the other hand, he's gonna weed and spray all the vegetables because they're not looking that great. But he can change that. He can easily change that. Whilst Josephine is just taking care of Clara. This is very wholesome. I just like this a lot. And Clara's very happy. And since we've completely taken care of her, we're gonna milk Clara. And if I'm correct, she's gonna give us another 6 bottles of milk, which we can sell for over 100 simoleons. So that's actually really good. Yes, 6 bottles of milk. And you can do this about once a day. So I did figure there's a little bug with, if you, or at least I think it's a bug, if you load up um, the world edit mode or the main menu when you go back in, it's usually it's occasionally possible to milk her again. So you could cheat it a little bit, but I'm not gonna do that. It's not necessary. We have time. Um, Let me just take care of our chickens. Just play with Buttercup. I think you've been pet by Florian. Play with Gert. Gert is my favorite. He is very he's very savage. He's always coming into our home, just like the other chicks. Look, here's another one just walking around in our living room, but I don't mind it. I kind of like it actually. It's really cute. Ah, I'm gonna have her pet Clara because she's in the sun. Oh, we also indeed became friends with Kim Goldblum. That's what Agnes Crumblebutton just texted us. She's very, very tech savvy. I love it. Yes, this is the perfect light for a thumbnail. Sorry, guys. I usually try to do this when I don't have the Let's Play going, but I don't always get these kind of things, so I'll Photoshop that out, so that's fine. So I think this looks really cute. So this is for our next thumbnail. We might do it like this. Okay, that's enough. All right, I think we pet all the chickens. They're all very happy again, and I think we can hatch this egg, or this egg just hatched itself. Because we did have a hatchable egg, I think. Let me check. Yeah, we have 2 chicks roaming around, which means one of the eggs just hatched. And this is Sunny, so this is our hen chick. I named this one already. So I'm gonna call this rooster chick out. Yeah. Well, we don't need another rooster, so before getting attached, I'm gonna sell this one. Trade for simoleons, and we're gonna have this one go. That means we can have the hatchable eggs. Normal, 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 and 4. Well, we're gonna have the normal ones in here and incubate them. And then we're gonna sell these because we can't use these in recipes, which is obviously normal. And I'm gonna have the milk and the eggs. I'm gonna put them all in the fridge, as well as this chocolate egg, which is worth 22. I think I'm gonna sell these off camera to Kim for a 10% profit because once again, we still aren't rich, so we could use that. And perhaps some of our crops once they're grown, but we're not at that point. We're not at that point yet. These are actually harvestable. I think they're the only ones right now. Yeah. But I can also encourage some crop growth, so I'm gonna do that. And we've got some new information on the oversized mushroom. So these are the 5 oversized plants we can grow. I think these are the only ones that came with the pack, but I think that's fine. We have most of the other ones with the regular gardening skill. And let me see what this says. So the care shown when growing a mushroom will affect its final weight and quality. So they differ in weight once, just like the other crops. I think you also have three kind of sizes with these ones. Experimenting on mushrooms in your garden by using different fertilizers, which can be purchased from the garden shop in Finchwick or received when completing errands for villagers in Hanford and Beckley. So you can improve them by experimenting with fertilizers, and you can use the mushrooms in your cooking skills. They can be canned, so they can be turned into mushroom conserves, and they can be used in recipes. And you can also compete with them in the Finchwick Fair, which we're gonna do on Sunday in our next episode. That will be something for our next episode of this Let's Play. So I'm gonna play Saturday off camera and most of this Friday because there's not that much I'm gonna show you anymore, I think. But we will be canning some more right now because I want to see how that works and if we can use that in recipes. So we're gonna can one of these mushrooms. And I'm also going to see if they are worth more once we can them before we sell them. If we can them before we sell them. So we're going to have these in our fridge. And then we're going to use our stove to can. We can actually make quite a bit. We can make regular mushroom conserve. We can make oversized mushroom conserve, which is better, I think. We can make custard. And this is all for recipes, so that's really cool actually. And we haven't made any jam yet. I had Josephine eat the mayonnaise for the thumbnail. She wasn't really happy about it. It gave her a negative moodlet. So wouldn't try that if I were you. But we're gonna make oversized mushroom conserve. A small batch with one mushroom. And well, Chuggle is just roaming around in our kitchen, but it's fine. He'll go back to his coop eventually, I think. Clara seems happy and content, so she's just chilling. What I like about cottage living is that it's actually quite a bit of work to manage your farm. I eventually want to have some more crops growing in the backyard and perhaps, as I mentioned, our greenhouse and some other things. But I think it will actually be a full-time job for the two of them, and I think even the kids will have to chip in. But it's of course nice, and I also like that it's not necessarily tied to Hanford and Beckley because you could do this in any world, really. This pot is adorable. It's very similar to this one. It's all in the small details, right? Josephine has also reached level 7 of the cooking skill, which means she can make blackened bass, and that's a fish, I think, and omelet. She made some mushroom conserve, which she can sell for 82 simoleons, and the regular mushrooms are worth a lot less, 36. So we're gonna make some more of those conserves. I like that a lot, but I can't make a big batch at once. I think I need... Yeah, okay, you need an actual oversized mushroom to make a big batch. Now I can just make 4 small ones. It's a bit of work, but we have time. He's gonna send them back to the coop. As well as Sunny. Go back. I love this name, by the way. This chick is called Sunny. I don't know why, but it made me feel like sunshine. Ooh, a wild rabbit. This is Fluffy. I named him, so I think he was on our lot before. I'm gonna talk with him and I'm gonna see if he wants to help us with gardening once we become his friend. Ooh, okay. He doesn't like to be pet right away, but I can give him some canned food, I think. Is that worth it? Yeah, that might be worth it. I'm gonna give him a chocolate egg. Yeah. I'm gonna gift him a chocolate egg. Hopefully he likes it. He doesn't like it. But it did help with our relationship, so that's fine. I'm also gonna tell him a joke about hopping. And then I'm gonna ask him to help with our garden. And Fluffy is now helping out in the garden. Fluffy will try to help out Florian by eating any weeds that appear. Fluffy will also give oversized crop a little something extra to enrich the soil. And now that we befriended our bunny friends, I think we can actually purchase a rabbit home. We just can't afford it right now, but we can purchase a rabbit home, and I think I'm gonna place that around here somewhere, so we have some more rabbits in our lot. I think that's really cute. She's not gonna cook mac and cheese, although she's hungry. I am gonna have her cook something else. She's gonna cook scrambled eggs with bacon. Yeah. Oh, she can only make a single? No, she can make a family size. I think we're gonna do that. Because it's still early, so it's a nice brunch dish. And I'm gonna have Florian probably clean the chicken coop, as well as clean the animal shed. And I think that is where I'm gonna sign off when it comes to recording. I'm gonna play some more off camera, and I will tune back in with you once we get to the Finchwick Fair this Sunday. So if you'd like to see what's going on the Finchwick Fair and you'd like to see a little more about this future in the Cottage Living expansion pack, make sure to stay subscribed or subscribe to my channel and stay up to date with the new videos I'm gonna post. I'll be posting quite regularly, especially for the first few days, because I'm also very excited to play this expansion pack. And in the future, I will always try to upload at least twice a week. So yeah, leave a like or a comment. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.